Assalamu alaikum. Today we talk about work-life balance linked up to my series which I have kicked off. Work-life balance is something which is essential in our lives. When we toggle between so many responsibilities in different roles in our lives, specifically when we take work and also family, and balancing that is critically important to have a successful life in dunya. What is work-life balance? We get into the rat race of things in terms of work. We get into work in the morning and then the clock starts. So from morning to afternoon, we have our responsibilities and certain KPIs which we are working on and certain targets. And so if you're in the sales trade, it's basically a target-driven aspect. If it's an operational task, then there are certain key performance indicators which you need to go after. It can be a different department, can be HR, finance, which comes with different pressures on its own. And most of the time, most often than not, most of us, we get caught in this run of day-to-day activities and we kind of switch off in terms of managing this. And sometimes, and most of the time, even when there is more work involved and more stress involved, we tend to take this back home. So, what does Islam teach us in terms of maintaining this balance? Rewind 1400 years back, we have the best example for us, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and how he lived his life. Our Rasul, our Prophet, had different roles. He was a husband, he was a father, he was a community leader, he was a leader of a nation, he was also an army general, and these were some of the responsibilities which he had. And he was managing all of this whilst he was having the biggest, heaviest task given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to preach the deen, to preach the Quran within that span of 23 years. And he did it perfectly, and we have an amazing example through him. As a husband, the attention he gave to his wives, starting first and foremost with Khadija radiallahu anha, and how the love he had for his wife and how his wife speaks about him, tells us volumes of the attention she received. What a perfect man he was, how he used to listen, how he used to always confide in her and seek confidence from her. That in itself is an example that whatever he was going through in other things in life with his wife, he had complete attention given to his wife. Even at the time after Nubuwwah at 40 and moved on, when he moved on and he was preaching the deen, still time given to his family, his children, his wife was immense, and he managed this with a beautiful balance. Fast forward to our life now, how do we do this? Sometimes we get so pressured with work when there are certain targets to achieve towards the end of the month, or within that month certain work pressures, we tend to knock off or switch off in terms of family responsibilities. Not responsibilities, I would say, but rather more attention towards the family. And this naturally happens. It has happened to me enough and more, and we continuously need to remind ourselves. So, how do we maintain this balance? It is important, first and foremost, in the current context, that we separate our roles and we separate the tasks and the responsibilities which we have. When we finish up work, however much pressure we are under, it is important when we come home, we switch off in terms of the office. We switch off in terms of the pressures which you have. It's easier said than done. Trust me, I know. However, we need to make that conscious effort. And inshallah, I strongly believe, because I have experienced this in my own life, inshallah, making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us that ability to have that balance, to have that ability and that strength to knock off and then give that attention to family. If we continuously work on it, it will work. And that strength, you will gain that strength. So that's one step. First and foremost, have that intention. We spoke about taking action. Take action how? First and foremost, make the decision to switch off from work when you come home. so that you can give that attention to your family. Number two, when you do that, ask dua from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give you strength to achieve this. It might not be easy at the beginning, it will take a few steps, but if you can get through this continuously, inshallah, Wallahi, I believe that you will become only better at it. You will bring this beautiful balance in work and in your personal life. And the rewards of it is immense. When you start giving this genuine attention to your family, you will also see the reciprocation from your family. You will see the love improving within the family, within your children, with your spouse. If you're not married as yet, with your parents, and you will see that improving. Friends and family is important, but I believe family is more important than friends. There is also a chance where if you are a teenager and if you are not married right now, where you clock off from work, you get together with your friends, maybe at a coffee shop, maybe at a burger joint, and maybe spending some time till late in the nights. Rather, again, you balance this out. What is important is you give that attention to family time as well. If you're not married, I'm sure you will have your mother, your father, your siblings. Give that time, arrange that time. Make sure that you give enough of your attention to them, and when you do that attention, switch off from the other things. Another golden rule which I also brought in my life with my family, it works amazingly well, is where when we come on to, first and foremost, to eat together, to have your meals together, at least one meal. When you're at home over the weekend, eat together. That's first and foremost, that's number one. Number two, do not bring your devices onto the table. Keep your devices away. Just connect with family. Ask them how the day was, what they have been up to, about their life, about their interests, and create genuine conversation. And I think this is absolutely important because most often than not, we have got so used to our devices now. At home, we are continuously, even at the dinner, even at the dining table, we are with our devices, and we do not spend that time with our parents, with our spouse, with our children. So, starting off this balance in terms of work life, it's a decision which you make. First decision you take to switch off from work. It's tough, but you make that decision. To get strength, what do? You ask dua from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give you that strength to switch off. Do not say you can't do it. It can be done. I have done it and it works. And that contentment which you feel and that satisfaction which you feel through your family when you spend that genuine time with your family cannot be taken, cannot be replaced by the satisfaction you get with the achievement at work. You cannot. Because there is so much more barakah in that, in terms of giving your attention to your family and having that balance. So, I leave you guys with this, and I urge you to take action on this and take steps in maintaining a good balance in your work life and in your personal life. It's not going to be easy, like I said before. It's a work in progress, but with the right intention, and you keep on trying and striving, inshallah, we will be able to achieve a fantastic milestone in terms of this area and go beyond it also. So I make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for myself, my family, for all of you and your families to achieve this and have this peace of mind and have an amazing work-life balance in our life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.